Hey, it's Jacksnax and welcome back to Helldivers 2, and I'm about to show you why this is the most elite combo of stratagems that you can take, albeit it might be a little bit controversial with some of you, but if you bear with me I will plead my case throughout this video. And the footage you're about to see is captured from 2 games and 2 games only. This isn't a collection of clips across a day, this is me saying okay, let's hit record and show off what this weapon combo can do. Now with the Into the Unjust update, things have gone crazy over here on Ushwain. I know we've got a bunch of new weapons, including the AR Coyote with the incendiary rounds, but the weapon I'm using today, which seems to get a lot more hate than it deserves, is one of the shotguns, and that is the Slugger. It fires medium armor penetrating slug rounds, and early in the game this is one of the shotguns you have access to, so I recommend picking this up immediately and getting yourselves familiar with it. Most of the other shotguns are only light armor penetrating, and especially with the introduction of these new bugs, the Rupture Warriors, those rounds do tend to ricochet off their foreheads, whereas the Slugger, these rounds just penetrate straight through. It's also incredibly effective against these Hive Guards and the Brood Commanders. And most importantly, this shotgun staggers nearly everything, which is incredibly important when we are so overwhelmed with bugs on this planet. But honestly, try the shotgun, you will not be disappointed. I've also paired this with the new spear gun, which comes from the new Dust Devils War Bond for just 85 medals. And it has the gas rounds attached to the end of the spear tip, which mean it will confuse, stagger and hurt enemies. I also took with me incendiary grenades, which I believe are the best grenade, because if you watch my kill combo marker at the bottom, and no, those gas moons were not mine, but as you saw, that kill combo climbed all the way up to 31, because they do burn for about 30 seconds after detonation. And as you can see, I am using the shield generator pack, because you take a lot of damage down in the bug holes. The armor set I'm using on this particular mission is one of the early access Helldiver armors that we all have access to. It just provides a higher armor rating whilst maintaining stamina and speed. I think the armor rating on this is 150. But that shield generator pack can take a fair amount of damage before it is knocked. And when we're in the caves and have limited access to those supply drops, it's important that we preserve our health as long as possible. So the shield generator pack combined with the shotgun means I am able to keep my health as high as possible for as long as possible. And it also means I don't have to spam my stims and use them up within the first 2 minutes of being in the cave, because usually I can dispatch whatever enemy is attacking me within a couple of seconds with the Slugger shotgun. But these are the stratagems I like to take with me into the caves, and in my opinion, this is the best combination of stratagems you're going to get. The only one I would consider changing is the spear gun, because the railgun can also do what the spear gun does without the utility feature of the gas damage. Now, moving on to the eagle and orbital stratagems that I choose to take with me, I'm always keeping one thing in mind, and that is the introduction of the Hive Lord. Now the reason I've chosen the orbital Gatling barrage, although this was a bad throw, it concentrates a lot of firepower on a small concentrated area, and with a good throw it will tend to hit most rounds, especially when it's leaning forward. I'm also taking the Eagle strafing run because that is one of the only stratagems that fires forward in a straight line. It also means I can use up to 5 goes on that strafing run, and if you are lucky with your placement of the strafing run, it will hit the Hive Lord straight up the middle and not miss a single shot. When I use things like the Eagle airstrike or the cluster bomb, they fire perpendicular to your position and it will miss most of the bombs. The Eagle 500 kilo bomb is also a great choice for this, but with strafing run I have 5 shots of that. Normally, when a Hive Lord appears, if you can time it, you can get all 5 of those strafing runs off in a short space of time. And by the time the Hive Lord reappears, your orbital Gatling barrage is ready to throw again. Now I think this throw I get a much better shot. See, straight up the middle. Wasn't the best shot, but it still hit it straight up the middle. Now if all 4 of my teammates were helping me with this, rather than just playing Sample Hunter 3000, we probably would have had a good chance of taking down the Hive Lord on this mission. However, my spear gun is not useful against the Hive Lord. But my teammates on this mission were rocking the recoilless rifles and spears, which have a much higher armor penetration rating. Yes, the rail cannon strike does do a lot of damage, but it has a long cooldown. The same with the orbital laser, and you only have 3 uses of it, and it takes a long time for it to come back. And if you throw that orbital laser too soon, its one use completely wasted. The only time I've seen the orbital laser useful against the Hive Lord is when 3 of your teammates are all carrying it. Because the Hive Lords have 150,000 health, it takes most of the mission to take down the Hive Lord. If you want to take down the Hive Lord, all 4 teammates have to cooperate in doing so. Now this is a long clip because I'm really trying to get across my point about the Slugger, Spear Gun, Shield Generator combo being a pro loadout like I claim it is. I am able to hold down my ground whilst capturing this flag. My teammate died multiple times and I'm near enough just stood in the same spot throughout. And because I've taken the Slugger shotgun with me, I have the ability to stagger all enemies that get close to me. Now, this is one of the first times I let that reload get the better of me, and because my shield generator pack was down, the gas effect hit me, which is another thing the shield protects you from. But after reloading a few rounds into my Slugger, I'm still pinned down, but I am able to continually move back, and I've also got the Talon as a secondary, which I haven't spoken about, but I didn't really use it that much. It can fire 7 shots very quickly, and it cools down without the need to reload it, so you can switch between your weapons very quickly. Now, as you can see, I did fight off that little mini horde, even though I had no stims and my generator pack was down, which just reinforces my point about why this loadout combo is meta. Here we go with the Talon. When there's a few enemies in front of you, you can use that and prioritise getting a few kills with that before taking your primary out and burning through that ammo. Again, this was a tricky position I found myself in. Gas damage, gloom damage, whatever you want to call it, but I'm still able to continually reload my Slugger quickly to get rounds off as fast as possible. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you for watching, and I hope you consider using this combo, and if you do, let me know, tag me so I can see. Because on this new planet Ashwain, your stratagem choice is paramount to you succeeding in the mission. And as I said at the beginning of the video, this was 2 missions back to back using the same loadout. And me and my squad managed to successfully clear the Mega Nest and get an all clear on both. I think I was only reinforced twice on this particular mission. And yes, I do love the Coyote, but for Ashwain, the Slugger comes out on top in every way. I love that weapon, but it just kills me. The reload time, the slow animation, the false reloads when you don't chamber the rounds properly, whereas because the Slugger is a round by round reload weapon, it means you can almost continually fire when you're in those sticky situations. You don't have to take 5 seconds to stop firing or switch to your weaker secondary. I can slip in 1 or 2 rounds at a time and keep firing. Thank you so much for watching the video. Let me know what you think, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.